Oh man, beautiful day. What is happening, Lola? So right now what we got going on is we are going to be painting the interior of this EG hatch with tintable bedliner. We're going red interior, bedliner, red engine bay, bedliner, red exterior, OEM, regular paint. This is a pretty cool combo. Never seen it get done before, and it's not going to get done if I just keep talking. So come on, man. Let's go. Let's get busy.
And now, you're watching the highly sophisticated conversion chart that is foot-pounds of torque versus ugga-duggas of torque channel of YouTube. Welcome to Bodie Vision.
Hey, so what is up and welcome, and thank you so much for joining me yet again on another video. So the first thing that I want to focus on is preparing the inside of this car to eventually get painted or coated with this bed liner. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm just looking at it as if I was going to be doing a regular paint job on the inside of this car. So my process is I vacuum it out to get all of the big dirt and all of the specks out of there. Then I pressure wash it to get all the oil, greases, and contaminants out. I also start with a degreaser, then I pressure wash right behind it. Then once all that's done, I pull all that nasty water out with the shop vac, and then I let that dry overnight. The next day I give everything one more final wipe down or vacuum out anything else with a dry vac that is still there. Then I give it a wipe down, then I get ready to start mixing up that product to eventually spray it down. So in my last video I went a lot more into detail on the actual technique on how to mix up this paint, but if you didn't watch the last video, I'll give you a real quick rundown of how it goes. This is the tintable coating, this is the tint itself. This entire bottle needs to go into there. The kit also comes with a measuring cup that measures 8 ounces because for every bottle that you have, you need to use 8 ounces of hardener. That's all you need to know. This mixes up in here, and that's it. So let's go ahead and get this mixed up. I don't know why I'm mixing it up without putting the tint in there. I might as well just put the tint in it right now. Also, as I am mixing this up, there's something that I've been super excited about, something that I've been working a lot on behind the scenes, and I want to tell you about it. I'm going to actually be hosting a monthly car meet / car show thing. Let me show you a little bit more about the location and give you a little bit of the details. By the time I'm done telling you that, this will be mixed up, ready to go, and then we can actually spray this coating down. Good time. Hey, so really quickly I wanted to talk to you about an upcoming event that I'm going to be hosting, Rise and Shine by Bodie Vision. Now, Rise and Shine is going to be a monthly car meet with the first one happening June 3rd and then continuing to be the first Saturday of every single month. So Rise and Shine is taking place in beautiful, historic Sanford. I wanted to take a second to show you the exact location and kind of give you an idea of how this is going to be. So Rise and Shine, the main lot is going to be right there with the Coca-Cola logo behind it. Then we also have public parking in the surrounding areas. Anywhere that is public parking is perfectly fine for you to utilize. So Rise and Shine by Bodie Vision is not just going to be your typical boring cars and coffee or car meet where you just stand around and have nothing to do. This event is actually going to be paired with another event, Wake and Bake by The Joint over at West End. And that event is just a short walking distance around the corner on the same exact block. So if you're over here at the car meet having a good time and you want to go ahead and get something to eat and drink, we got you covered. I will put the flyer for that event as well. You got to check out that menu because what they're putting together is really good stuff. So we got Rise and Shine right over there by that white Mercedes. Wake and Bake right on this corner. Everything, all of the festivities are going to be happening on this one single block, so I hope to see you there. So again, the first one being June 3rd, the first Saturday of every month. I cannot wait. Man, so if you are in the Central Florida area, I really hope you can make it out, or if you can get to the Central Florida area, that would be really cool. If you're not from around here, sorry to put that in your face, but either way, let's get this set up. So I have this set right here. As I pull the trigger, you want it to go down to your desired pressure. So that's all set up, that's all good. It's important to set the pressure before you actually put it into the fluid, because once it's in the fluid, if you do a couple little trigger pulls, they're going to shoot just wherever the gun is pointing. So that's not too good. So let's go ahead and get this laid down. I have 6 containers left. So by the time I finish the first one, I'll be able to calculate how far or how much I can do. All right, so I'm about 4 cans into the entire process. I have everything fully covered. I think I might mix up one more container and kind of dust over everything so that way I can get the texture a little bit more consistent. But I just got a text from my brother Josh. He's gonna stop by with his Civic. I'm gonna show him the inside. We'll see what he thinks, and then we'll see what you think as well. Josh, what's up, man? What do you think about this bedliner on the interior? Ever seen anything like this before?
Honestly, no, I haven't. I mean, I've seen bedliner used before in all kind of different applications, but not on an interior and an engine bay for that matter. It's definitely neat, definitely a little bit different.
Right.
And I think the first thing I said was it looks a little bit like a Honda wrinkle red valve cover.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, it's not exactly like that, but
and this is actually getting a V18C as well.
It is.
So
okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a C5 USDM Type R or the actual JDM V18C, but I know it's going to get a Type R. So that's pretty crazy cool too, huh?
Yeah, it is, absolutely.
So I gotta go get some more lacquer thinner. You wanna take the Accord up to Home Depot and we'll grab some stuff, maybe grab some lunch, we'll come back. I got one more coat to lay out and then we'll see where else this goes. Looks pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it looks cool. It's definitely a very, you know, you can tell it's not meant to be like a sparkly show car. It's meant to be used and driven, and that's what I've always liked about.
Right.
You know, that's what I've always kind of enjoyed is because like my car's not perfect. I like to use it and drive it, and this car's going to be the same way. It's going to get, you know, driven.
Yeah, and I think this is such a great alternative. It's going to be nice, rugged. The consistent color looks really good, and it should hold up to anything that he throws at it. So all right, let's take the cover off the Accord and then rip it over to Home Depot and then grab lunch.
Sounds good.
All right, so I just grabbed the GoPro to take with us. So Josh, you haven't even been in the car since it's been tuned, right? I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. So I rode it in a handful of times before it was tuned, but now, you know, I don't think we're gonna go crazy with it. But
right. And we got the new project sitting right there. Josh, I'll have to show you that in a little bit.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, so that's gonna be super fun. That new project is going to be coming, I think next, like the next video, I'm going to be getting into that. Since you've been in it last, we got the seats too. I mean, the seats are brand new.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about them compared to the Bomber seats?
They're nice, a lot more safe, a lot more official.
Right.
The other ones are cool because you built them, but these are neat too.
Yeah, I think exactly what you said. They're both cool. These are a little bit safer, and I still have the Bomber seats if we wanted to, you know, go back to them. Mm-hmm. I felt like I was stuck on something. Like you felt like the resistance.
You got the gate, or you want me to?
Oh, I'll get it. Feels pretty good, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, nothing too crazy, but it still feels a lot better than it's ever felt before, right?
Yeah.
So we'll hit this little neighborhood spot, we'll grab something to eat, and then we'll head back to the shop.
Yeah, sounds good.
I let Josh get a little feel for it so he can see what it was. Josh, what do you think, man? Feels good, right?
Yeah, feels like a normal car, which is a good thing. But you could tell like barely any gas and that thing's moving. It's a little car with a big engine. I mean, it's a modern hot rod.
All right, so back at the shop now. We are back at it. Always nice to see my brother take out the Accord whenever I can. So that was a good time. So now I'm going to do that last coat. Now I had to go to Home Depot to get more lacquer thinner in order to clean out the gun properly. I had enough material and enough paint to keep moving, but I didn't have cleaner and I didn't want to keep it rolling without the ability to clean out the paint gun as soon as I'm done. So this is already mixed up, already good to go. The one thing that I found to help make sure that I cover every single square inch of an interior is if you're painting everything from the same angle every single time, you're going to miss the same area every single time. For example, in here, I'm painting everything this way, and I'm doing the same thing on the other side of the car. So what I want to do now is I'm going to overreach and paint the far side of the floor from this side, and then as I come over to this side, I'm going to do the passenger side of the floor from the driver's side, just so that way those little hills and valleys, if over here I'm only getting the tops on the left side, I want to go over there and get the tops as well and the right side. So let's go ahead and get this last and final coat down, and then we'll take a look. I'll show you some real good before and after shots. It'll It's pretty cool, man. This looks good already. Let me get masked up and then go for it. All in all, it was definitely a fun process. Now, speaking of process, I kind of wanted to circle back around to the car because everything in the process has to be done in a certain order. So now that I'm done spraying all the red and quite a bit of red got on the car, I have to sand the car one more time anyway. So it's just as you're doing things, you got to always be mindful of the bigger picture of what the process is and do things in certain order so that way it's going to make sense. So I hope you learned something from this video. And also, June 3rd, I really hope to see you there. If you're going to be able to make it out, let me know. Let me know what you think about this entire process. I'm happy with this. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. You know what it is, YouTube. I'll see you on the next one. We're getting started on the new project. I'm out.